And shifting our focus to the encounter in Budgam, where 2 terrorists were neutralized by our forces. And even as this happened and search and cordon operations were underway, stone pelting began by Pak Proxies at the encounter site in Budgam. It was a joint operation that was conducted by the army and the Jammu and Kashmir police. And you can see how these Pak Proxies have once again taken to the streets at the encounter site and are now pelting stones. Zeenat is joining us from the encounter site. Zeenat, take us through what is happening right now, even as these Pak Proxies every time create hurdles and interruption in an operation like this to shield terrorists.
See, the situation has been brought under control by the Jammu and Kashmir police along with the other forces on ground. Earlier, there was a report of there was a stone pelting that was reported near the encounter site and also the Arizal camp of army, where the stone pelters tried to pelt towards the forces as they were demanding the dead body. But now the situation is under control, and also the bodies, 2 bodies have been recovered. One body has been identified, a local militant whose body has been handed over to the family, but the second one is still with the police department because he probably is a foreigner. And the arms and ammunition to AK-47 along with 1 pistol have been recovered from the encounter site. This was an encounter that was reported from the Arizal, Budgam of central Kashmir, where the input was of the presence of militants in an area. Accordingly, the coordinated search operations was launched early morning around 5 o'clock. The contact with the hiding militants was established, and then there was a firing till 3 hours. It took army as well as the police to conclude the operation. 2 bodies have been recovered along with the arms and ammunition.
Right, Zeenat, continue to stay with us. Let's listen into what Colonel Karan Nair, who's the operations in charge at Budgam, had to say on this incident.
In this particular area, we have been tracking a group of militants who have been roaming around in this particular area. On receiving input from the police authorities of Budgam, we launched with a small team onto the area specific which was given to us, which was in the outskirts of the village of Zugukharia. In this particular operation, in a quick fight, we were able to eliminate 2 terrorists.
So any identity that has been ascertained and the recoveries that has been made?
Identities, we are still trying to ascertain the identities. It is likely that one of them is local and the other is a foreign terrorist. And regarding the recoveries, we have been able to recover 2 AKs and 1 pistol.
So we are seeing the Budgam for the last more than a month now. The 2 operations were successful and militants were neutralized. Is it the belt of more of LET or the HM or the Jaish is showing more presence here?
There is no particular group. I would say the Tanzims are not into one particular area specific that it is HM, LET or Jaish. It's a mix of groups. They all are working to create unrest in this area. So we can't say specifically which group is operating in the area of Budgam.
So the militants that were neutralized today, any outfit that they belong to?
Likely they are of Lashkar.
And Lieutenant General Raj Kadian is now joining us on the phone line. Sir, what do you have to say about how these stone pelters every time create obstructions in the operations that are conducted by the army? We witnessed a similar incident after this encounter as well.
First, the security forces need to be congratulated because a successful operation in the South Kashmir area, one of the 4 districts which are still known to be sympathetic toward terrorism, and Budgam is one of them. It is a great achievement. It has a larger significance in the sense that information about the presence of these terrorists is coming to the security forces. Even in these areas, it is known to be sympathetic. Now coming to stone pelting. This is not the first time that the security forces are facing this kind of menace. Whenever the operation takes place, the police is required to surround the area and sanitize it, prevent entry of any undesirable elements. If the youngsters who are armed with stones defy that police order, then it is a lawless activity and they must be prepared to face the consequences. The people have to decide, the parents of these youths have to decide whether they should endanger the life of these youths. The politicians will make any statement because they don't face the bullets. So the youth are being used by the separatist leaders who call for all the stone pelting and other lawless activities. But the security forces, despite the restraint that they've been showing, will be compelled in case they are attacked with stones to fire back in self-defense if nothing else. And the consequences will be suffered by the civilians.
Right, right. Lieutenant General Raj Kadyan, thank you for talking to Republic.